What's up, guys? It's your boy JohnPick with Sharp Bets DFS, back with another video to help you make money on PrizePicks, Underdog, Sleeper, and many other platforms tonight. But first, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you don't miss any more of our videos that we'll be putting out on a daily basis, and check out that pinned link in the comments below. That's where for $14.99 a month, you'll find a Patreon link that'll get you instant access to our Discord, where you'll find all the tips, advice, players to tail, tickets to tail, anything and everything you could possibly need to succeed on PrizePicks, Underdog, Sleeper, and many other platforms tonight. So, had ourselves a little bit of trouble with the YouTube video, or with the YouTube picks for basketball yesterday. Man, Prince just really let us down. I should have known better. Prince isn't the kind of consistent every night kind of guy that can really ball out every night. He had such a great first game that I thought for sure the second game would be at least close to that. It wasn't. We experienced that good old issue we run into often that I had just, because I think I have PTSD from this one. Foul trouble. Gets us every time, doesn't it? So let's hope that our picks for tonight don't run in to any foul trouble. Hopefully they won't. I think our numbers are low enough, or in this case, in Mr. Tatum's case, discounted enough to where we should be able to still get that money, son. So let's get into it. First, I do want to give some quick shout outs and show you a couple of things that we had going on the Discord. Man, every pick that I've made for basketball this morning, bumps. It's just bump after bump after bump after bump. What are you going to do? Again, just like our pick yesterday, our football picks hit. And I mean hit yesterday. We got, oh geez, let's go back and look. So this was our YouTube ticket from yesterday. Prince couldn't get it done. Got in foul trouble. Didn't get anywhere near this point total, even though the game before that he had 18. So, what are you going to do? Phoenix is a little bit better defense than the team he played before that. It happens, guys. These guys, most of these guys, someone like Joel Embiid, you can consistently count on him to score on a nightly basis. If he doesn't score out there, it's because he's hurt or something, right? Or he's in foul trouble. So, Taurean Prince, that was a stinker. What are you going to do? We move on is what we're going to do. Joel Embiid got one of the 2 blocks we needed him to get. So these 2 right here, not so good. Both stinkers, no big deal. Levante David, definitely hit. James Cook, definitely hit. And then, as you remember yesterday in the video, what led me into this whole little diatribe in the first place here is James Cook bumped right in front of our eyes, right? He bumped right up to 13 right here live on the video that I was filming. So I gave you some alternatives. All of the alternatives hit. So we were actually technically 4 for 4 on football picks last night. 0 for 2 on the basketball. But 4 for 4 on football. So technically it was a 4-2 day. What are you going to do? Again, can't control what these guys do once they hit the court. Numbers can look as good as you could possibly want them to, and it can still not hit. Anyhow, let's move on to what we got for today. Our original picks for today were the Jason Tatum discount, which that's going to be one of ours still, and then Russell Westbrook over 7.5 assists. Bump. It's up to 8 now. Don't feel as confident about it. My replacement for that, right after I saw the bump, was, okay, I'll shoot. Now, I'm glad it happened before I shot the video, but we'll move to Luka Doncic over 7.5 assists. Both of those guys had incredible odds. Same number here, over 7.5 assists. Bump. So, moving on from there, I think the number that we're going to be looking at instead of this, if Russell Westbrook by some miracle bumps back down to 7.5, take it. It won't. Just in case it does, there's your option right there. Lots of new people in the chat here, guys. Lots of really good, just family-type peeps up in here, man. We're having a great time. Everybody's enjoying themselves. All the new guys are awesome. Fit right into the family, and I know you will too. So come join us, $14.99 a month, guys. Didn't make a whole lot of money last night, but we're not going to be banging and banking every single night. Anyone that tells you that they do in their Discord is lying to you. Again, just like I said yesterday in the video, and I'll say 1,000 more times, we're not in the business of lying to you. We're in the business of making you money. So let's get into that. Let's get after it. Let's get into our picks for today. Again, first one is going to be Mr. Jason Tatum to go over 34.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Now, his opponent tonight is Miami. In the past, as you can see, against New York, he had almost 50. The line was at 41. PrizePicks was gracious enough to give us a discount down to 34.5. I say jump all over it. Ignore these right here, guys, because remember, these right here represent preseason. Doesn't count, shouldn't matter. Let's go over to StatMuse, where you should look for your stats, and you can see that against Miami, right, in his last regular season and or playoff games, you were looking at 31 points, which gets us almost where we need to be already, 14 rebounds, and 7 assists. So that is well above the line that we need to get to today. Game before that, 14, 12, and 3. So that's 26, 27, 28, 29. Almost right to the line we need to be. Game before that, 49 points. Boom. Blew it out of the water just on points alone. But then 11 rebounds and 3 assists. So he has a good history against Miami recently in regular season games and or the playoffs. So lock it in, guys. Great discount. Great discounted play. I'm glad they're offering that today. Jump all over it. The other options that we had, it's like I said before, I was looking at a few different assist props. I really liked Russell Westbrook to go over 7.5. Boom, of course it bumped. I really liked Luka Doncic to go over 7.5. Boom, it bumped. What are you going to do? PrizePicks knows what they're doing. We were there. We made the picks before that. So one I do really like, and one kind of my wild card, I guess, for today would be Keldon Johnson against Houston to go over 3.5. You can see in his first game against Dallas, he had 7. So for him to get 4 seems pretty likely, right? So I like him. I'm not going to say that's one of our official picks, but we'll kind of keep him in there as the wild card, right? The one that I really, really like was a turnover prop, and that's Gordon Hayward, who's been much, much more involved in the offense in Charlotte. And, he has, let's just take a look. His last game against Atlanta, 6 turnovers. It's like me out there, man. Like me or you. I don't know, maybe some professional basketballers watch this, but I doubt any professional basketball players watch this. Lots and lots of turnovers. Against Detroit, my first thought when seeing this was, he got 6 against Atlanta. You've got Trae Young to get out there and get those steals. You got DeJounte Murray out there getting those steals. So I wonder if that's why he had 6, and if the numbers will drop drastically tonight against Detroit, because let's face it, it's Detroit, right? So the way to alleviate that pressure to make myself feel better was to go over to StatMuse, good old trusty old StatMuse, and see what Gordon Hayward has done in his games against Detroit, history-wise. So here's the turnover category right here, right? Last year against the Detroit Pistons, he had 3 turnovers in a game, 5 turnovers in a game, 4 turnovers in a game, and then 1 before that. But so I think we're okay taking this prop. He's clearly much more involved in the offense and doesn't mind taking the risks involved to turn the ball over. So there you go. Gordon Hayward over 1.5 assists. Again, let's just go ahead and take that out of there because I don't want you to get confused. These are our official YouTube basketball picks for tonight. Jason Tatum over 34.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Gordon Hayward over 1.5 turnovers. Lock them in, guys. I showed you that other assist prop. I do really like Keldon Johnson tonight. I think that's a great number for him to reach, considering his history and, basically his opponent tonight. Even though I'm a Rockets guy, I'm a Houston man. Yikes. Not the best team out there, right? So 3.5 assists, over 3.5 assists against Houston, probably pretty likely. So you know what? Let's just go ahead with 3. Let's give you 3 basketball picks tonight because I'm feeling generous. Keldon Johnson over 3.5 assists, Gordon Hayward over 1.5 turnovers, and then the Jason Tatum discount to 34.5 points, rebounds, and assists. All overs. Lock them in, guys. Let's move on to our baseball picks. I really like a couple of props from there tonight in the World Series. Zach Gallen to go over 2.5 earned runs allowed. So, as you well know, or maybe you don't, maybe you're not following baseball too closely. In that case, you're probably already tuning out of this video, but I think you should stay put and check out what I'm offering here because they're great, great value. Zach Gallen, over 2.5 earned runs allowed. You can see his average in his last 5, which is typically accurate when it comes to PrizePicks in baseball. They don't bother trying to trick you there. But, so, you know, in his last game against Philly, he gave up 4. Game before that against Philly, and these were in the NLCS, gave up 5. So great pitcher, gets his strikeouts, gets his ground balls, gets his fly balls, gets his outs, all that, but he will give up some runs. Now Texas has been absolutely on fire. They're the bastards that took out my Houston Astros. So I'm a little bit bitter about that. Hopefully Zach Gallen will feel a little bit of the pain that we felt going up against the Rangers. For him to give up over 2.5 earned runs tonight against Texas, love it. Lock it in. So the last one we have here, Corey Seager, who has a great history against Zach Gallen, to go over 1.5 total bases. Pretty simple, guys. You know, not a whole lot there. In Game 7 against Houston, he had 7 total bases. So for him to get 2 total against a pitcher tonight that he has a great history against in Zach Gallen, seems like a lock for sure. So if you guys want to tail all 5 of these picks, go for it. If you want to just do the basketball, go for it. If you want to do just the baseball, if you want to mix and match and make a Frankenstein, it's completely up to you. I'm just putting out some of my favorite plays for today for you guys to tail if you feel so inclined. Lock them in, guys. So let's go over them real quick. One more time, real quick. Jason Tatum discount over 34.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Gordon Hayward over 1.5 turnovers. Keldon Johnson over 3.5 assists. Zach Gallen in the World Series to give up over 2.5 earned runs tonight against Texas. And then Corey Seager to get 2 total bases, to go over 1.5 total bases against Zach Gallen, who he has a great history against. Lock them in, guys. Let's make that money tonight. You know, good luck to everybody out there. It's going to be a little bit shorter of a video because I kind of couldn't shoot before now due to a few little family issues. But, you know, we're getting the video out as quickly as we can today, and we will be putting them out on a daily basis regardless of how early or late they are. We're always going to be here for you, getting these picks out for you. And if you like what we're doing here, you like what you've seen in the past few days, come join us in the Discord, guys. $14.99 a month. The link is pinned in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you don't miss any more of our videos that we will be putting out on a daily basis. And good luck tonight. And for Sharp Bets DFS, I'm JohnPick. Let's get that money, son.